Have you ever found yourself in some kind of a weird love-hate relationship that made you question your own masochistic existence? I know I did, and it wasn't even a relationship. It was something way more complicated, so let me explain.
Oh, a video about me? You didn't have to, but thank you.
Oh, trust me, Badger, that won't happen in a million years. So, there was this guy, let's call him Kevin. He was my classmate for all of those 12 miserable school years. And let me tell you this, he did not make things better. Even though I was a hardcore emo chick with a huge gender identity crisis that loved anime and gaming a little bit too much, surprisingly, I only had one real bully. And it was Kevin. This double-sided inner hatred started from day one. Both of us had this Brainiac trailer happening that expired after like 5 years of school. But up until then, we were prodigies when it came to school subjects, especially math. Both of us had to buy these extra textbooks so that our teacher could keep us occupied while others were learning the basics. I remember sitting, looking at a task that everyone was struggling with, and my 9-year-old self was not able to comprehend the possibility of not understanding such simplicity. But then, everything changed when the puberty nation attacked. And now, here I am, pretty much average. I and Kevin went downhill at the same time, but up until then, we were extreme study rivals. For the next few years, we were quite passive, probably up until 9th grade. At the time, I got into drawing and also created a school music band. But no matter how well I did, everything I received from Kevin was harsh judgment or straightforward bullying. He didn't miss a single chance to remind me of how much I suck at doing things.
Oh my god, why are you drawing these anime eyes? They are so ugly. Why are you drawing the same thing over and over and over again? I mean, draw a landscape, because this is getting boring. You suck, nobody wants to hear you play. Could you just leave this music thing behind and find a different hobby?
He teased me for my looks, laughed at my beliefs, and constantly humiliated me for everything I ever liked and admired. Kevin even got himself a sidekick that helped him bully me. That was just another low self-esteem victim, so his words never really bothered me. But Kevin was a different story. During my extreme weeaboo phase, I had this Japanese nickname, Shinku Yamagashi, and they made a meme out of it. In my native language, aka Lithuanian, Shinku Yamagashi sounds similar to Shiku Itasha, and that means I'm pooping into a bag. So guess what? This became my new nickname. For that, I will never forgive him. Besides verbal, sadly there was also some physical bullying. I had quite a few bruises from him throughout the years, and also he used to kick my backpack a lot, and to me, one time stood out the most. I was a part of his after-school crafting activity where we used to make stuff out of beads. One day I had to bring my whole beading collection to school, my perfectly organized collection with millions of extra tiny beads. And guess what happened that day? Yes, you are right. That was one of those days when Kevin decided to mess around with my stuff. But this time, instead of my angry face, he saw me crying. The moment he kicked my back, all of those boxes snapped and opened up widely. When Kevin understood what he did, he grabbed my bag and started organizing those tiny beads, but instead of apologizing, he just continued being a d***.
Oh Jesus, stop overreacting please. We will organize them, it's not the end of the world or something.
After hearing this, I brutally pulled my bag out of his hands and said, "There's no way you can organize this much. So don't bother, I'll do what I can myself." I glanced at him and saw that this time, for the first time ever, he did regret his actions, but his ego was way too big to admit it. Next year, our school got a new young teacher that had her own new weird system. She asked us to blindly pick one paper strip that had a name on it. And guess what? I got Kevin. Out of 35 people, I got Kevin. Okay, this is fine. I took a deep breath because I didn't know why we did this. Is it for some kind of a task? Are we changing gifts or something? What is it?
The person you pulled the name of will be your table partner for a whole year.
Wait, what? I glanced at him, he glanced at me. That was Naruto and Sasuke vibe right there. I felt it. We sat down, not talking to each other, not looking at each other, and trying to be as far away from each other as humanly possible. Everyone in class wanted to witness this devastating partnership. We kept ignoring each other for a week or so, but one day he left his calculator and nobody around us had a spare one. Guess who did? Me. That dude had to swallow his pride. Few days later, the same happened to me. I left my book. So sharing became quite a big thing at our table since both of us were total airheads with zero responsibility. Not long after, we started to solve some harder tasks together and that good old competitiveness started to kick in. We managed to solve things together quite fast and that made us feel awesome. Just like that, our relationship slowly became not as miserable. By the end of the year, we also had this class party happening. We decided to build some tents and do a huge sleepover. While everyone was partying at the table and drinking, my friend Lily came up to me with a request.
Let's invite Kevin and let's go somewhere else.
He doesn't look like he's enjoying himself either. Kevin? Nah, stop it. I don't want Kevin anywhere near me. He's so... Okay. Surprisingly, he did accept our invitation. We made some tea and went to the garden, where we sat down, watched the summer sky with loads of stars and chatted for quite a few hours. It was such a cozy and chill vibe. I never thought that a situation like this would ever happen with Kevin. It was hard to comprehend. He was acting like a totally different person. When everyone went to sleep, I, Kevin, and Lily also went to one of the tents and there we became so awkward, and the most awkward part was when Lily went to the bathroom. This weird vibe started to kick in. He seemed chill, a little bit too chill. I'd say quite flirty. I literally stopped breathing, turned red, and couldn't stop panicking. Oh no. Oh no. I watched enough anime to know where this is going. What if he will decide to kiss me? I mean, he is a little drunk, and he has a reputation of a player, so this is possible. This is too possible. Help. Help! But thank God Lily came back and pushed this possibility away. After this party, I and Kevin for some reason communicated less and less until we stopped completely. Soon I started dating, not long after he also started dating, and this Kevin and I thing never went anywhere. But well, he did stop bullying me. I was in fact hesitating if he did like me or not, but one day my bestie came up to me literally screaming. Why didn't you tell me? Oh my god, are we even friends? Wait, what did I miss? Why didn't you tell me you were dating Kevin? What? Where did you hear this nonsense? We never dated. Well, Luna is dating him right now, and she said that last night he told her that you were dating. Only 2 days, of course, because you both couldn't handle each other's attitudes. I opened up my mouth so wide that time that I thought my jaw would break. He was spreading rumors about us dating. What the f***? Who does that? The next day I went to school, I came up to Kevin, and in front of all of our classmates, I asked, "How come you never told me we were dating? Was I drunk or something?" He turned so red I thought he will explode out of embarrassment. He knew he messed up and he did confess that he spread those rumors, but he refused to explain why. Years later, we had a conversation.
You know, back in school I actually had a crush on you, but since I knew you hated me and you never showed any positive feelings towards me, I just assumed I simply messed up and I had no chance.
You see, to be honest, I think if you acted a little nicer and made a first move, who knows, it might have worked out. And you should have seen his reaction. So the moral of the story, if you really like someone, don't hesitate to confess. Otherwise, you might miss a chance of a lifetime, you never know. And even if you did bully them or did something bad, don't be a apologize and maybe that person will forgive you and end up liking you instead. People change, feelings shift, we only have one life, so don't fill it up with regrets. Also, thank you a lot for listening, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you on my next video. Bye!